Now tonight was one of them nights. You know what I mean? Everything sort of the stars aligned, I guess, and we had one of those shows. The show was incredible. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It was nothing planned or nothing like that, but I got a lot of bully friends in this world. And something magnificent happened. Sean from True Tank called in and started spilling his story, And real brother, real down to earth brother, but he say what he gotta say. And a lot of y'all who did catch the show heard Sean break some things down, and there was a lot of different knowledge there. And what we gonna do, because I didn't expect Sean to call in tonight. He just called in. He said he saw me. He's like, man, I'm just gonna call in. And I just happened to look at my phone, and he's like, yo, this Sean, I'm trying to get in. So I clicked him in, and those who heard it heard he was dropping jewels left and right. He was taking them back all the way from back in the day through really what's going on, Bama. Really, which was some rough situations that he had in his life, dealing with Katrina and everything. And to be honest, matter of fact, he just texted me. But to be honest, I didn't feel good. I mean, I loved having him on tonight, but the brother got a lot to say. He's a huge part of our bully community, And the only way we can do this thing and do it the right way is I'm going to set up a show. I'm going to find out when he got time. We'll match up schedules. And we're going to do 3 hours. You know what I mean? We're going to do 3 hours. And we're going to let a real bully guy talk, As y'all see, a lot of these clowns try to discredit me, try to discredit everybody who did something with this breed. But when the stories come out, the stories is real. We got guys who can take you back to before this thing was ever called a bully. You know what I mean? We got guys who can take you back and explain every pedigree of every dog and every way, which way it went. And it's not a thing to claim nothing or pat nobody on the back, but Sean is just one of them. Mike from Devil's Den will be another guy that I get in touch with. It's plenty of guys who, like some guys y'all ain't gonna never even hear about, that's gonna come on to the show and do some thing. But we need some reality to the situation, because more and more I see people left and right try to get a name for themselves. Hey, John, I see you on there, man. God bless you and your family, for real. That's my OG there, John Easterly. But a lot of these guys, they come on and Sean, hey, John, Sean from True Tank hit me up tonight. It was a good show. We're going to do 3 hours. But a lot of these guys come on, man, and they coming out the woodworks, and it's a good thing. And a lot of people is coming out the woodworks quite simply because they're tired. People are tired of seeing basically young punks or dumbasses that's just trying to make a buck slander everybody in the game and slander the history of the game. Guys like myself, John, Oscar, Gomez, Sean, Mr. Carlton Pratt out there. They got my dude Gino Vegas popping on. It's plenty of old school guys who know what this breed is about and not trying to rob the breed blind or disrespect the breed. All these clowns that keep on putting up everything, trying to discredit everybody in one way or the other. We cutting that shit out, man. We getting back to dogs. And I'm being honest with y'all. Yeah, the real Sean. We gonna get it back going on. What's up, Dave Perez? We gonna get it back going. But we on some real American bully shit. We all about confirmation, health. We not saying that our dogs are going to be skinny, but we talking about our dogs are going to be the best put together animals on the face of the earth with the muscle and the characteristics that they supposed to have. We not on this making excuses for flaws and nonsense. We want to bring our breed back to what it was and what it was supposed to be and what guys put in time and money to do. No, not Sean Mullins, John. Sean True Tank. Yeah, short shot. But yeah, you can still listen. The link is still up. I'm gonna click in and repost it. It usually take about 15 minutes to an hour to upload. Then you can catch the whole show. But we gonna do 3 hours, man. Me and Sean gonna go on there, because the reason why I want to give Sean 3 hours is this. I know 3 hours is long, but when you listen to this first set of him coming on for the last hour of tonight's show, you will see that his story is so long and so interesting. You ain't gonna get lost in the story, because not only is he telling you about everything from the early origins of Razor's Edge, the American Bully. We got to talking about buckshot, short shot, different things with the breedings. But he also was taking us into his life, and that's the part I felt bad about, because the show was ending. But he was talking about some deep things on how things got real bad for him and his family during Katrina. And I know the story, but lives were lost and a lot of different things. So this show, I feel like nobody should really be calling in. We should just sit down and let this brother get off his chest with everything that he got off his chest, and and in my opinion, reintroduce the bully world to a guy who deserves that real respect, because Dave gets that respect. But honestly, Sean did just as much as anybody in the American Bully community to establish this. When you start talking about the dogs that this man is really responsible for, that his name was taken off of, or that he didn't get credit for, which includes a lot of dogs like Remy, that he had his hand in that dog. You talk about the short shots, he named some moonshines and different dogs that just that he had his hand in. And we need to have a real story for once. Our show is going in a different direction, but it's going in a positive direction. Positive by real information. No more of this shit like Khan over there just making up a bunch of stuff for attention and trying to talk about dumb shit, And really, I'm gonna state this for we gonna go by the facts right now. I got my Elmo shirt on, so I'm serious, and my Indians hat. But but man, at a certain point, it gets to a point, man. Hey, I'm gonna YouTube viewers, I'm gonna post that link, and I promise y'all I'm gonna post it tonight on this link. I'm gonna post it below it. You can go to my radio station, D-Line Radio, and it's actually about 90 shows on there that you can have fun with that shit. But no, we already did it, D. But we gonna be back on Sunday night. Hopefully we can get you on there. That's Danny Navoa, another real original OG on this thing. But we want not for y'all to give us credit. And let me get that clear, because I talked to all the OGs. We don't want credit. Nobody want a pat on the back. Nobody wants you to be like, oh, Terrell did this, or Danny did this, or Prats did that. But what we want is people to respect what we did. And when we say respect what we did, you don't have to respect us. And I don't care if you ever call me or say I did anything good in the breed or whatever. That's here nor there. But we want to see the dogs that we envision. The Remys, the Nemesis, the Excaliburs, the short shots, the dogs that really, really put it down to make everything that y'all see today. People run around and talk about ABKC this and American Bully this, but those were the dogs that established this breed. The people behind those dogs that put in the work, that took a ton of money, a ton of money out of our own pockets to establish this breed. It was out of passion. Nobody was making big time money off these dogs back then. It was a ton of passion to get there, and that's what we want to see. We want to see people really respect the true American Bully. And it's not an argument or a debate with us. Y'all can debate the dog should have kink tails and high rears and screwed up eyes and all that. I'm not here to debate with you, I'm not just like the same thing. I know a lot of y'all text me because Khan put up 1 million posts. One of the shit talking about, oh, my passport is empty. Really, fuck them fools and fuck everybody who is on there talking that dumb shit. Y'all have seen me go to Colombia, Mexico, and all these other places to judge. But if y'all want to play games with that little silly shit, cool. And I see a lot of y'all on there, and I can start calling y'all out by names from this post to the shirt post. But at the same time, what I say is we keep it simple. All y'all that be jumping on his post and applauding, and that includes you, Tone Roden, and Austin, and whoever else want to do it, man, fuck y'all too. Don't come up shaking my hands. Let's not be on no phony stuff or nothing like that. I'm a grown-ass man. When you see me, just keep it moving, because if you stick your hand out, I'm going to stick my hand out, but in a different direction. And I'm saying that on video, because I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm real with this. I don't want no more fake ass people in my life, and that includes at dog shows. I don't want no fake people in my home, in my life, or at any state, period. So I'm calling y'all out by name. All of you guys who like them shirts talking about fuck Terrell because I'm talking about real dogs, make sure y'all say fuck me when y'all see me, and I handle that how a grown man handle that. We can take it in the back room, but only one of us is coming out uncarried. And I mean that, and it ain't nothing about being no thug or nothing. It's just about being a real man. Because throughout all of this, all I've ever talked about is dogs. But a lot of y'all guys, y'all got real bitch-like tendencies. And I want to say that tonight. And then, and it's sponsored by a little bit of Ciroc and Skinny Girl wine. But I say that, this is all passion. When you hear Ruben, Jeffrey, my brother D, me and Ruben then became close friends and brothers. I love y'all dudes, the Anthony. These is guys who got jobs. These is guys that got my brother Austin Maddox right there. These Carlton Pratt. These are all men, grown men who have jobs, who love dogs. Not here to make a buck off of y'all. Not doing late night infomercials showing y'all puppies and showing y'all what they bought with the money off of puppies. Not guys who willing to sell dogs with brain disease and not replace the dogs. Not people who trying to slander everything that came before because they don't want you to know. They go Gary Campbell, another guy who deserved respect in this breed, who did things for this breed. I just said up and down, man, it's time for this breed to turn around and get back strictly to being about dogs, confirmation, health, and pushing what we do to the next level. And that's all I'm here for. Like I told y'all, when I see a ring full of nice bullies, I will walk away and be happy. I ain't gonna say that, but I'd be happy at something, But the thing of it is it's a lot of people out here who still care. And the sad part and the reason why that we getting into starting a registry, it ain't no registry for popularity. It's nothing for anybody to be. I don't want to be known as nothing crazy. Brandon Richardson, I love you, dog. That's my dog, man. We met a long time ago. Him and his wife, good people, But the main thing that we here for is just a true American bully, good healthy dogs, and just to cut out all this nonsense. People should be able to show their dogs and do the right thing without having to deal with all the drama, all the nonsense. I don't care about what you sold a dog for. If the dog ain't no damn good, it ain't no good. We getting back to throwing barbecues. I tell y'all, I promise y'all this right now, between me, Ruben, Danny, once we all get this Florida committee together. What up, Nikki? We gonna have a bunch of barbecues. John right now is handling family business, but when John Easterly come back, we are doing the real American bully thing. No more politics, no more bullshit, just good people and good dogs. And to the rest of y'all clowns who chase ribbons and down people and play all them little damn fairy tale ass bullshit games, you stay where you at. We don't need you, and to be honest, we don't want you. We here for a cause, and that's to make the American bully a real breed. The same cause we had back in the early 2000s when it was time. Hey, I got some coquito. I still got 1 cup of coquito. I've been hanging on to that like like my last hit of crack or something. No? But we don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that drama. We don't want all this people buying titles. And y'all think I didn't hear about that? The judge is talking about pay $1,500 and we can champ out a dog. All this information comes to me. Jason, we gonna have shows everywhere. I got people in Texas right now trying to set up shows, and we open the other places that's gonna be shows. We gonna be ready in July. Our website is going to be one of the best websites that you ever seen in the dog community. A lot of extra perks to the website and the functionality. A lot of things that, I can tell y'all some of the things, but we got a TV channel on the website where we got doctors and we got other breeders and a lot of other people just coming on there and giving out information. Constant information. Not like my page where I get drunk and cuss at people, but we going to have real doctors, real handlers. I've actually even got a couple handlers who've handled Westminster champions, and they want to come and do that. And the judge did recently tell somebody, and they blew the whistle on them, talking about $1,500 and your dog can champ out. This is the kind of corruption that has killed our breed. This is the kind of corruption that allows a dog with a kink tail, high rear, circular eyes, bad feet, bad top line to become a nationals champion. It's an insult to everybody who's ever done this thing. You know, this is the same reason why we got dogs dying at 3 and 4 years old. When you hold disregard for everything that is positive about our breed and everything that we are supposed to do to make our breed better, this is what happens. You know, the micro should have never even been around anyway, but nobody had the balls to stop people from doing whatever they wanted to do. It was always, I'm going to pacify you, you know? People have to understand it's a difference between a breeding dog and a show dog. Show dog is the top of all tops. You'll have a breeding dog that might have a bad tail, or his bite might be slightly off, or little things slightly off with him, but you breeding to make a show dog. Every dog is not a show dog. Yeah, Emily, I get drunk and cuss people out sometimes. I really don't be drunk. I just use that as an excuse to get my feelings out. That's what therapists told me. They said, fake it and just cuss people out. You'll feel better. So I've been doing it, and it works. But, honestly, though, sometimes even myself, and I'm not going to stay on too long tonight, but sometimes even myself, I get confused. People confuse me with being angry. I'm not really angry. I'm frustrated, but I'm not angry. I just want to see what everybody has worked for and what a lot of people still believe in go the right way. People who are doing this thing right and are actually taking the steps to make better dogs deserve the respect to get in there and be able to compete on a good level. Not only compete in the ring, but compete at a level that our dogs are respected. Right now, I see dogs that have a great legacy in our breed, like the Remy line dogs, like the King Kamali blood, different bloods that should have a great legacy in this breed being pushed to the side for politics. Because a guy comes in and says that they can sell a million puppies or do a million breedings. Now all of a sudden what they do is hot. That's not right. How is a guy who's willing to breed in faults? How is a guy who's got 4 dogs to a cage and getting kicked out of his community? How is a guy who brags about doing 7 and 8 breedings a week and breeding a dog that has so many flaws? How is these guys good for our breed, but yet and still the average Joe Smo that has a beautiful dog with great lines, still 90 something pounds of muscle, got all of the features that our registry says you're supposed to have, get pushed to the side just because he don't know nobody, or because he can't make you any money, or because there's not a lot of hoopla behind him? That's bullshit. A little old lady walking off the street, if she got the baddest bully, she's supposed to win that show. Not because of who you know, and not because of who you friends with, and not because of all these backdoor deals that I can champ your dog out for $1,500 because I'm a judge, but I still show on the side and my other judge buddy's gonna pick me. That's nonsense. And our community deserve better. I ain't pissed off about the clowns, because the clowns gonna always have a circus. I'm just pissed off about all the people who bought tickets thinking this was a serious show and got a circus. And that's the truth. They can say whatever they want to say, but I used to do the original shows. I remember the floor plans for the original shows when every show you was selling 100 to 150 booths because they was that packed. Now I see some of y'all selling 25 booths for the whole entire show. That's because nobody gives a fuck. Please don't tell me I'm lying, because I know it's the truth. Yeah, we not cutting Fabian no slack. I seen Fabian up there totally sold out. I don't care what he had to say. You sold out. You sold the breed out. Remy line, one dog, one line. All across the world, people loved and respect and still love and respect Remy and what the dog stood for. But they just don't respect what you stand for as a man, that you would sell out such a great legacy. You supposed to be Remy line till you die, not pushing no motherfucking sorry ass dog that ain't gonna live but 2 days because you want to make a couple bucks. Ain't no way you could ever own a dog like Remy and be a real dog man and then turn around and now all of a sudden you just abandon everything and you want to breed exotics. The only reason that could be is because it's money. Remy line is not. I wouldn't say that Remy line is tarnished, Joe. I wouldn't even do that to Remy line, because I got some brothers right now from Remy line. My dude Dave, man, I got guys over there that's backing me that got beautiful dogs. I won't say Remy line is tarnished. Fabian is tarnished, because one thing about Remy line is Remy line was a movement. It wasn't about a person. And I never was a part of Remy Line, of course, but Remy Line was a movement. You had good people pushing good dogs that stood for something. They was as strong of a movement as if you have ever seen in the American bully community. And they can't be tarnished because the guy who owned the dog decided to sell out. Because you have too many people who worked their ass off and represented Remy Line to the death that deserve the respect. I'll tell you one damn thing. When I open up the door on this registry right here, when we open up the door on this registry right here, the doors is wide open to Remy Line and all dogs that look and act like Remy. True American bullies. And that's what we want to do. If the ABKC and everybody else want to deal with exotics and half exotic looking dogs and all this other nonsense, let them have it. But we are here to represent true American bullies. And that's it. It's not a competition about money. It's a competition about saving our breed from the hands of people who don't give a shit because they too busy trying to get paid. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. At some point in time, somebody has to stand up for our dogs. Somebody has to say that they tired of seeing our dogs get fucked over every turn. It's sad. It's sad. I mean, hey, what's up, George? I'm sorry, y'all. The words is going good, super fast on both screens. So I'm not ignoring y'all. I just can't read that damn fast. And I done drunk a whole damn bunch of wine and Ciroc. But I mean, this is what I'm here for. I never rob y'all. I never go into that situation of trying to tell y'all gonna get all these different things. And no, the one thing you gonna get is a fair chance and a registry that represents what you believe in: health, structure, and great dogs. And that's just it. That's my only thing: health, structure, and great dogs. One day I want to look up when this little beard go all the way gray and be proud of the American bully. That's it. And hopefully all of y'all can be proud of it, because I know a lot of people, and I see you, American bully Minnie. A lot of people then said the same thing you said. They tired of it. A lot of people then walked away. If y'all look, it's interesting because out of the national champions winners in the ABKC through the last few years, most of them have quit the ABKC. Most of them don't even show there no more. You know, and I'm not saying it's beef, but a lot of people have lost interest. Even if it's not beef, you've lost interest because you see some nonsense. You know, so you have things like Eric with Austin Martin. He just flat out said, I'll never show there again. I'm never going to show there again. You know, it's a lot. You know, it's a lot. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, and I don't mean to be soft, but it sort of hurts me in a way because I did help start that shit, and I did really have a passion for the ABKC and hope that it would win out, and I hope that the people would win out. But hey, thank you, Jovan. You know, but at the end of the day, you know, it just comes down to doing the right thing. I mean, you know, this is the thing about Rocco, and I've explained this. It either is or it isn't. Either you have a good, clean dog that's a show dog, or you don't. Rocco can be a many of things, but he's not a show dog. Like I say, no show dog has a kink tail, a high rear, a bad top line, bad feet, circular eyes when the eyes are supposed to be almond shaped, you know, and I go on. See, that's the difference. A real dog, man, will always understand that it's a huge difference between a show dog and a breeding dog. Sometimes you see qualities in a dog that you would want to get out of it to breed, but try to correct other things. But at that moment, when you said, I just want these qualities, but I have to correct other things, you've already decided and understood that this is not a show dog. See, we have a situation now because of so many people kissing so many people's ass and allowing them to do whatever they want to do. And I put that directly on the ABKC. They award these dogs that should have never won anything. The ABKC has awarded so many dogs that should have never won anything that they have cheapened the championship market. You know, Rocco should have never won any show ever in his life. There's no way that you would ever convince me as a judge to pick a dog with a high rear, a bad tail, and whatever. You know, hey, there go Pratt's right there, and Pratt's, you told me the same thing. Sway is a bad dog, one of my best dogs. Can't wait to get one of the best dogs out there. You know, and when I talked to Mr. Pratt, he said he's not a show dog. He's a beautiful dog, but he's not a show dog, because you need to correct things off of that dog. That's what we trying to do. You know, I'm doing the breeding with him myself, and I can't wait. Every dog's not a show dog, but that doesn't mean they're worthless. But you sound crazy as a dog man to argue your dog that has all these multiple flaws is a show dog, and then you get mad about it. See, we have to go back to the basics. We're not even going to elementary. We're going to kindergarten, because we have to reschool our whole community. Nobody owes you nothing. What's wrong with Sway? Well, Pratt to tell you, but Sway is overdone. Like, his symmetry would be off because he got a massive chest. Massive chest. It's small things. It's nothing that you would say to dog, oh, no, he's not a train wreck. It's just little small things. You know? He's a, you know, he has a good tail and a bite. Everything, I mean, it's just some dogs, we can't forget that when you showing dogs, man. Hey, good night, D. I'm going to hit you up tomorrow for sure. But what you have to remember is that, yep, over down front elbows. It's the little things that throw off a show dog. You can have a show dog that actually, as far as structure go, looks great, but be overdone in certain areas. Like the chest be so damn massive that it throws the head off. Or the rear can be a very solid average rear, but that chest is just gigantic. And when you get that gigantic ass chest, it throws off symmetry. And what we forget is that symmetry is a part of judging a dog. Good night, Anthony. You know, and we gonna get back to all these things. You know, that's why one of the reasons why I'm bringing in some AKC show people. And it's not that they're ever going to show against us, but I feel like dogs are dogs, and there are some things that we can learn from a registry that's been doing it for well over 100 years. And our dogs will get better. What's going on, fam? NOE bullies, you know. But we have to do better. And there's nothing wrong with us saying that we have to do better. It's not to slander everybody. It's not to kick everybody and say that they suck or nothing like that. Just at the end of the day, our main goal with this breed, and my main goal is going to be from here in Florida up to the Midwest to coming out of California, is to bring the old environment back where you had more dog men working towards a goal and less of the competition. You know, and that's all we're going for. That's all we're going for. We want to build better dogs that we can be proud of. One day I want to see our bullies, and I keep saying this and I'm going to keep saying it, our bullies being able to compete with any dog in the world, strictly on a conformation show. That's the ultimate goal that we should all have, is that we're making dogs that are such good quality that they're living for over a decade and they can just compete with everybody. I'm in Tampa. But that's it, man. You know, I'm going to post the link from tonight's show on YouTube. Everybody else has the link. And tomorrow, you know, we're going to set up some things with some shows, and really we're going to start doing more interviews, man. I got to get all these OGs on the line, because if nothing else, it's not for ratings. Believe me, our damn show is breaking the internet over here. People can't get on the show, but the main thing is because guys like Pratt and guys like Danny and guys like Oscar Gomez and, you know, Sean and all these people, I could go on and on, John Easterly. These men have experience. They know what this breed is supposed to be. And just from an interview for 2 hours, a lot of people who are coming up in this bully game. Oh, Emily, you know I'm from the Midwest. I'm an Ohio boy, so we definitely there. We already got a few people there that's working on some things. So we'll be there before the fall come. That's for sure. But, you know, we bring the OGs back around, and we just want the voices to be heard so people can start understanding our breed more. You know, this is not a hype breed. This is a real breed that deserves real attention. Oh, Lakeland, you right, you only 45 minutes away. Hey, you know, well, Ruben, you can't be telling them about Fernando, because that's the secret weapon. But yeah, we got some guys, man, and all we want to do is come out and re-educate the breed and start pushing the breed in the right direction. Yeah. Oh man, that exotic thing, Prats, that kills me. Cause I don't. That's the one thing everybody think exotics is bullies, and I just oh man, that exotics are not bullies. Our dogs are supposed to live way longer than that. Our dog's supposed to live way longer than that, Braz. That we always get beat up for that exotic tag. I have to explain that one a lot too. Like, no, they call that an exotic. And my vet asked me about that. She said, "Is that a bully?" Little dude had his elbows all cocked out, his eyeballs looked like he was on crystal meth. I'm like, no, that's an exotic. He said, "Well, I don't want exotics at my at my damn place." I said, "That's cool. But exotics, I think exotic breeders, not many of them are going to listen, but I think exotic breeders can get something from hearing a lot of these guys who've been breeding for a decade or more, talk about their experiences too. I kick exotic breeders in the butt a lot, but there are some exotic breeders who are serious. And education of the breed is going to be major, and that's what I like to make everything official, but when I tell y'all I reached out to everybody possible, from the AKC to UKC, just for knowledge, and all of the guys inside our own community that are bully guys. I reached out to them all, and I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do, man. But I ain't gonna keep y'all all night. I thank y'all for listening to me. Real soon, I'm going to be announcing when me and Sean are going to go on. And like I told y'all make sure y'all listen. I will not advertise at the last second on that show, because the brother do have a lot to say. I mean, him just telling us tonight about his experience with the situation with Katrina and losing dogs and losing people and just having to go through that struggle. It say a lot about a man, love for his dogs, where literally tonight's show he told y'all he after losing everything, losing his home, getting ran out of his city by this storm, he was literally sleeping 17 people in one room with dogs, because he wasn't letting his dogs go. So if y'all talk about passion, these are not people who just here for money, who just these are real dog men that love their dogs, and I mean, unfortunately Sean had to prove it in the worst of situations, but this is how people, a lot of people are real about their dogs and will go to the bottom line, to make sure our dogs is family. For my dogs is doing some kind of weird shit behind me right now, banging into the bed and stuff, but that's a dog man's life. But tonight's show, was great, but I'll guarantee you, giving this brother his own 3 hours, and then maybe we take some calls if if he gets his story done in that time. But Sean's been away for a long time, and honestly, y'all need to know, he did produce Paco. Marco Suarez did not produce Paco. Sean produced Paco. And several other dogs, but I won't ruin the whole interview, but we gonna get it in. But hey, I know everybody got to work tomorrow, last day of the work week. Hey, y'all enjoy yourself. Much love. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace. That one don't want to go off.